Welcome to 228main.com. This is Katie Leibman, the CEO, reading the best of the blog to you. When Hope or Hype Ride High, Time to Ring the Bell? By Mark Leibman, advisor. Our long study of the market has taught us that it's more of a market of stocks, less of a stock market. Each company has its own story and charts its own path. People often use the broad market averages as a shorthand, a quick way to check how things are doing, generally. The market might actually refer to the companies listed on the Dow, or to the ones in the S&P 500, for instance. But our work is aimed at picking our spots, looking beyond any one average. We've talked about this before in more detail, about what it means to invest in the broad market averages or indexes versus what we're trying to do at 228 Main. Part of our approach is about spotting the patterns. We keep an eye on parts of the investment universe that seem to run in long cycles. For instance, since 2015, the largest investable companies have dramatically outperformed smaller companies, with more than twice the gains in general. The biggest of the big are all over the news these days, with hopes and or hype of AI dominating the chatter. A similar thing happened in the 90s, when internet stocks dominated. Their run ended with the tech wreck in 2000. Back then, while the big tech stocks got crushed, other parts of the market did much better. In the years that followed, smaller companies did a far better job of delivering gains. In fact, smaller companies outperformed from the market peak in 2000 until about 2015, seemingly when the current cycle began. Notice how we've said nothing so far about timing the market. A strategy that requires precise timing is not sustainable. In fact, it's impossible. We can't pretend to know ahead of time the exact right day to change course. Instead, there is so much potential advantage in preparing for the inflection point, rather than predicting it. We can assemble the building blocks that may be the most useful in whatever part of the cycle comes next. After all, the next part of the cycle is always on its way. Clients, you know that I, as in Mark, had a lifelong obsession with the markets. Our research team, to this day, is informed by a quest to seek the best bargains and a general principle of avoiding stampedes. It is these things that can potentially help set us up for life on the other side of the trend change, once it happens. What's got our attention? The research team at 228 Main is noticing high valuations in the big company indicators like the S&P 500. Market value seems to be concentrated in the biggest companies, perhaps in a way we have not seen since that 2000 inflection point. And we are finding possible bargains in smaller companies and value stocks and in other geographies around the world. They say nobody rings a bell at the turning points. But consider it wrong. We believe we're close enough, that we're far enough into inflection point territory, you could say. As a result, our portfolios right now are reflecting diversification that will hopefully make greater sense in the months and years ahead. The future is going to be different than the past, even though we humans tend to believe current trends and conditions will persist. Owning the 500 or the biggest U.S. equity funds may provide a very different experience in the years ahead. A decade or so of outperformance, mega cap versus smaller companies, will sooner or later come to an end. We believe it's a great time to rethink the tactics that have worked so well for the past decade. No guarantees, of course. We have a crystal ball, but it does not work. Instead, what has tended to serve us well are the enduring principles we use in our work. Avoid stampedes, look for the bargains, own the orchard for the fruit crop. This is a call to think about it, not a call to buy or sell anything. And second opinions are always available at 228 Main. Clients, call or write if you or anyone in your life would like to talk about this. Disclosures. Content in this material is for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. All investing includes risk, including loss of principal. No strategy assures success or protects against loss. For more content like this, subscribe to our weekly email at 228main.com/newsletter. Until next time, stop by and see us at 228main.com, online or on Main.